Welcome to a Trucker's Mind podcast. I'm Eddie McGee.
It's your boy K Finks.
And we're back, man. Episode 382.
Yes, sir.
Let's get right into it. Some of the biggest news out right now, the most viral story is the CEO and the head of HR that got caught off fucking it off at a Coldplay concert. Mm-hmm. She's the head of HR. What else is she the head of? All right, let's get into it. There's literally a
human resources.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she's fucking it off. All right, let me run this clip real quick so you guys can get a gist of what happened at the Coldplay concert.
Why did you suspect me that day when I asked you for an autograph?
Huh?
All right. Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. I'm not quite sure. Yeah. Oh, look at these two.
All right. What you can hear from that is I think it was the lead singer of Coldplay. He caught them, or not caught them. They just had a kiss cam.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of normal at a Coldplay concert. You know that they make music that makes people hug each other, right? And apparently they make music that make people have cheating episodes. So to make a long story short, he turned his back. She covered her face. And he called out, they must be having an affair. Turns out, one's a CEO, one's a head of human resources. And it's embarrassing, simply because it's one thing to be fucking somebody, but it's another to be having a whole separate relationships. You're taking this person on concerts? This man has a wife and a family. Dang. Like, that's crazy. She's also married, which is, to me, this is what I don't get, right? And it's wrong regardless. But if you're going to be like fucking it off, just stick to the sex part. The moment you start going to Chuck E. Cheese and shit, that's when shit's getting sticky. You went to Chuck E. Cheese with this girl, you love her. Mm-hmm. You love her. You can't do that. Mm-hmm. You can't go bowling with the chick you're fucking behind your wife's back. Yeah. You can't you can't be going to the batting range with the chick that you're fucking. That's just not it, bro. It's bad enough that you are misleading your wife. It's another thing to find out that you're fucking a chick, and then your wife has, like, imagine if your wife hires a PI, right? She hires a private investigator to follow you guys around. She's going to be even more devastated that you guys are fucking at Dave and Buster's eating hamburgers and sharing fries and a milkshake. Yeah. There's going to be like the PI is going to capture a picture. You remember that scene from Lady and the Tramp where they eating one spaghetti and then they kiss? Yeah. Can you imagine your wife seeing that shit? Y'all got one spaghetti sauce on your lips and shit? Golly, man.
Yeah. I think, man, this is the thing. There's a couple things. If you're going to cheat better. Right. Like, you can't be at no concert, bro. Like, why are you at a concert? Mind you, knowing your job, like knowing what your job is, you at a concert. And I've never seen a kiss cam at a concert before, but in my mind, if I'm said CEO, like going to a concert and being hugged up like that is not the first place you think of when you going to like cheat on your wife. That's just to me that's crazy. It's just so public, so that's why that's confusing to me. And then on the other side of that, just the lack of discipline, dog. Like, one, the lady works for you. Yeah. Like, you're having a relationship. You're cheating on your wife with someone that works for you. So that's messed up on multiple levels. Like, you're jeopardizing your job, because I'm sure there's something in your bylaws or whatever the case may be that says that you can't be sleeping with your employees. So yeah, to make it all worse, like he's just so oblivious to the fact that they got the kiss cam going around. Yeah, so, yeah.
And can you imagine you're having this amazing time and you think you've made all the right moves to cheat, right? And you think that you're just like everybody's like oblivious to what's going on. You're hugged up on this chick, and they were all yellow. Hey, they're cheating! Look at them! Hey, they're cheating over there.
That's the cold part. I think Coldplay is just trying to. I don't think they picked the people, but whoever the production.
Trying to get their fans involved. That's all.
Yeah, they're just doing like as you see it a lot of times at basketball games, like people that look like they're in a relationship. There's some director behind the scenes that's managing like the cameras and stuff like that. and then they just point out somebody and they say, hey, like capture this couple over here. So they're just trying to have a, like a dope moment at their concert. And lo and behold, they catching somebody cheating.
Dun, 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 dun. I used to rule the world. They're cheating. Look at them. They're cheating. Look at them. They're cheating right there.
Yeah. That was crazy, bro.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
They're cheating over there. Look at him cheating. Yeah. Shout out to the CEO, man. Not really.
So you said that he stepped down?
Yeah, he resigned, but he was going to get fired regardless. This is negative press for that company, right?
Yeah,
so let's read this here really quick. Who is Andy Byron? Astronomer CEO caught having an affair with HR head at Coldplay concert. The pair, seen with their arms around each other, quickly reacted as frontman Chris Martin commented, "Oh, look at these two." As the camera lingered, Byron, who was married, abruptly pulled away and ducked behind a barrier. Right? Oh, there's nothing else here. Jeez. Just a bunch of pop-up ads. But yeah, that's the gist of it. So I just think that it's weird. Somebody made a good not suggestion, but like an afterthought was they should have kissed. They should have kissed, and they should have like hugged each other and like kind of like hid their identity rather than hide their face. Mm-hmm. Because you hide your face and you say they're cheating, that's gonna go viral. And you got to realize everybody in that stadium or that event had their phone out for sure.
Right.
So they caught it.
Yeah, people just record concerts in their totality nowadays, anyways.
Yeah, in general. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're not getting away with shit, especially if you're a dickhead. If you're if you're a CEO, chances are you probably stepped on a lot of people to get that position. Mm-hmm. So you really got to be careful how you're moving, right? Because the CEOs they've been getting dealt with, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. We already know about the Luigi situation, but there was also that guy that wanted to go. Remember that guy that wanted to take that freaking little bullshit submarine and go really deep, but it imploded?
Yeah, he died.
He was also a CEO.
Yeah.
These CEOs don't like to listen, man.
Yeah, he was very cocky.
He's very cocky. They told him, hey, don't take that fucking 99-cent fucking submarine down there because the pressure can't hold up. And he said, it's fine. I'm a CEO. I have experience not listening to people.
Yeah, he thought he was smarter than everybody also.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like, hey, well, look here. If you're going to go down there, just give me your money up here so I can keep it safe while you're down there. And the rich guy's like, no problem. Here's my money. All right. Easiest money you ever made.
Right. Yeah. They had to lift him up off the ground. You know how the little Looney Tunes, like when they get smashed by a hammer or something like that? Like on the Looney Tunes, like somebody get hit with a big old hammer and then they just be like a little pancake.
Yeah.
That's that's how they peeled him.
I don't think that ever happened though. I think he got turned into dust. I think he fucking literally got turned into dust.
Into dust?
You got to realize when that much pressure implodes a vessel underwater, you kind of like almost in a way you get incinerated. Like not literally, but in a way. Like it's so much pressure that it's hot. It's like extremely hot, and it will just boom, and it'll implode. Like, for example, I don't want to get off topic here, but for a living, obviously I'm a truck driver, but I haul like diesel and fuel. And we have what's called an internal on the tank. You have to open the internal in order to offload or to load the product, or it will build up a bunch of pressure within the tanker. I've seen videos of guys that did not open the internal on the tanker, and it just crushed like a big-ass soda can, like, boom! Mm-hmm. Like, imagine a tanker that could hold over 8,000 gallons of fuel, and as they're unloading it, it just twists and it just breaks. And it looks like it's AI. That's how fucking crazy it is, Keith. Mm-hmm. I seen a video of a dude that was unloading a tanker. Matter of fact, yeah, he was unloading what was he unloading? He was unloading, you know those tankers that you see on the rail carts, like the railroad? The big black ones? Mm-hmm. He was unloading it without that being open. And on that one, they don't think they have internals. They have a lid that you have to crack open so the air can vent. That shit went, boom, and it just turned like a soda can.
God dang.
Yeah, it's no joke, man.
Yeah, we used to do that experiment. I think we did it in like chemistry or something like that, where you would put a soda. Like I forget what the experiment was, but it was like I think it was like hot water or like cold can hot water or something like that. Whatever.
It'll implode. Mm-hmm. It'll literally implode just because the changes. Mm-hmm. But yeah, let's get back to this CEO fucking. All right. what we can see is this, and I think there was a lot of other like conversations surrounding this. One of them was the women were like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he cheated on his beautiful wife with this chick. You know, his wife is clearly prettier." And it's like, I understand we live in a society that is obsessed with vanity, but hear me out, okay? It's not always about looks when people cheat. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's about how the other person makes them feel. And it's not that the wife was inadequate. There's a proximity problem sometimes. Sometimes dudes go to work and the chick is at work. She's not even hot. She's just like the best looking chick in his area. Mm-hmm. Like sometimes it's dudes, I guarantee you, there's a dude that works at like a warehouse job and there's this chick at his job that like out in society, she's probably just a regular chick. But in that job, she is a fucking dime piece. I don't know why that happens, but there's a chick if there's ever a chick at a job where men and women work together and she looks pretty decent, she's a dime piece in that office. But when she goes out into the real world, she's just like, you know, she looks like she delivers pizzas or something. Like she looked like she might work for Uber Eats. But at that job, she's a fucking dime piece.
Right.
So, yeah. And also, too, I think women can see vulnerabilities in your relationship. So, I don't know if he made the move on her, she made the move on him, but what if they're having a casual conversation and she's like, "Oh, your wife doesn't cook for you?" And he's like, "No, she doesn't cook for me." And then she starts bringing him lunch. Yeah. She starts putting the moves on him a little bit. You know, a woman ain't got to be no beauty queen. You could be a model and your husband could fuck a torta. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? She could be like over 250 pounds. But don't get it twisted. There's a lot of big, pretty motherfuckers out here. It's a lot of big, pretty girls that it ain't got nothing to do with looks all the time.
Yeah. But I think I've heard a couple people say that. I've looked at both of them, and they low-key like the same speed.
Nah, the wife is prettier, dog.
She's not like the wife's not bad though. Like it's just like it's not so alarming is what I'm saying. People acting like the wife is like, you know, like freaking Megan Fox and you know the other girl's just like you know Wicked Witch of the West. Like it ain't that, you know, it ain't that far apart.
Hey, man, ladies, all I know is this, though. I will say this. Don't get caught up in thinking that your man downgraded or whatever. First of all, he was inappropriate regardless of who he cheated with. However, you could be independent. You help around the house. You do this, you do that. It could just be a few things that you might be lacking in, and all of a sudden your husband is fucking the chick that works at 7-Eleven. Yeah. It happens, man. Yeah. It happens. Maybe she made him a perfect Slurpee one day.
Dang.
She made the
perfect Slurpee, all right.
She went from making them Slurpees at her job to Slurpees outside the job. All right? Slurpee Tuesdays, goddammit.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I think that the conversation around, like, the looks of the girl, that, you know, I think one, like, the guy is, like, that, the girl that he was cheating with, the HR lady, like, she was kind of like his speed, you know. Yeah. She looked like somebody he would probably also be in a relationship with. So, you know, he's not no celebrity or nothing like that. He's just CEO of a you know, relatively large company. So
I could just imagine him sending professional emails that still had, like, perverted shit in it. Yeah. He's like, "To whom it may concern, I really love your pussy." Oh, damn. He'd be like, "God damn." This is the most professional, unprofessional email I've ever seen.
That's comedy.
He's like, you CCing other people. You CC the woman is cheating, right? Yeah. In the email. Yeah. And it's like, okay, there's no need to do that. Yeah. You send him proper documentation in the email with all the details of cheating. I love that picture you took rubbing lotion all over your body.
Yeah. You remember when Tiger Woods got caught cheating? I think Tiger Woods was treacherous, man.
What was he saying?
He was like, "Hey, like she's on to us. She looked through my phone. She's gonna call you, but just don't answer, okay?" He was just like trying to like prep her for like his wife about to crash out on all of them.
Oh man, I remember when he got busted the DUI. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tiger is a motherfucker, bro. Yeah, that's not the first time he got busted. He got busted another time too.
Yeah, he had a lot going on. I feel like he probably was always, especially, you know, his rise to fame was like so crazy, you know. So I think that when he really started, you know, going crazy with the golf tournaments and stuff like that and making all that money, he just felt like a king.
Imagine being a nerdy black guy that plays golf and then all of a sudden everybody's throwing pussy at you.
Yeah. Mostly white girls.
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah.
But it's like, what are you supposed to, like, the thing about it is, I'm not trying to, it's not a cop out. You still should conduct yourself. But damn, I've never had a scenario where, you know, I'm so great at something that, you know, women are just throwing it at me.
Right.
You know, because eventually you're going to take one.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to take one. And he took a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Couple holding ones.
yeah, I will say this too before we move on. As far as being a CEO, what I've learned is a lot of people say, like, if you want to move up to the top of a company, it takes hard work and the belief in God and this and that. And it's like bullshit. I call bullshit on that. The reason why, I think a lot of people's narcissism will drive them to the top of companies. I think that their ability to stab people in the back and to be so driven by how terrible they are as a person, it can get them to the top. If you think about CEOs like the CEO of United Healthcare, people like that, like, they denying people's claims for life-saving surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And you at the top of that? Like, you one of the faces of that?
Yeah.
I don't put anything past you if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be the guy that's labeling every CEO a piece of shit. But, like, if once they get caught and busted into some type of scandal, I'm like, okay, this checks out.
Right.
Hey,
yeah.
There's not a whole lot for me to be surprised about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but man, you know what? I think at this point they might as well just keep fucking. Why would you try to fix your marriage now? It's all over the place.
Well, he got exposed. That's generally how it works.
Yeah, y'all might as well just keep on going to Coldplay concerts, man.
Yeah, people, they're gonna keep cheating until they get caught. Then they gotta, you know, try to save face and, you know, do the whole cleanup and stuff like that.
Yeah, at this point they might as well go to a different concert. This time, just go to a rap concert next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have never happened at a rap concert.
Like maybe not no kiss cam because the music doesn't really align with the kiss cam.
Nah, maybe at a Glorilla concert, like, I want to see who gets some pussy in her.
Yeah.
And then they put the camera over there. Oh, he gets some pussy over there. Wibbity wobbity wibbity wibbity hoo.
Yeah, I don't see. Yeah, I don't know if. Yeah, he got to go to a hip hop concert.
Yeah,
even an R&B, it might get tricky. If you go to an R&B concert, they might do something like that. But you also have to go to a concert that has the ability to have that production value, you know, because Coldplay is a big, you know, they're a big act. Didn't they perform at the Super Bowl a couple years ago?
I think they did.
Yeah, so they're one of, you know, the bigger bands, you know, in the world. So I imagine, like, you know, some other rap concerts don't got that ability to put the cameras and the kiss cam and all that part of their show. They just up there rapping with a DJ.
Yeah, it's like, yo, where the bad bitches at tonight? Where they all at? Where they at? Oh, yeah, my nigga up there got a bad bitch. Look at him. hey, ain't that the CEO of Colgate? That's to do with the toothpaste company. And that nigga cheat on his wife, cuz. Hey.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, that's probably how he'll end up, you know, getting fronted off. But let's go ahead and move on. Enough of this guy. All right, switching gears. Jet 2 holidays. For anybody that has been on TikTok at all, which a lot of you guys are, you've heard this voiceover and you heard, like, nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And literally the origin of that was this company. So let me run this down for those that may be living under a rock.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child place holidays available, with 22 kilograms of baggage included. Book now with Jet 2 holidays. Package holidays you can trust. International protected.
All right. So you've probably heard that on TikTok, but every time you've seen it, it was a crazy video of a bear chasing a family or somebody getting hit by a car or something going nuts. And I don't think that we understand where these viral videos come from or why they use the audio of them. But this company is getting a lot of attention. Now, let me break down what Jet 2 Holidays is. Jet 2 Holidays Limited is a British package holiday provider and tour operator. It was formed in 2007 as a subsidiary of Dart Group PLC, now named Jet 2, and a sister of Jet 2, the third largest scheduled airline in the UK. As of 2023, Jet 2 Holidays is the largest tour operator in the United Kingdom. So this is a company out in UK, right? And this is what happened after all these crazy videos from Americans, because that sound made it into America, and we have completely just destroyed it. It's been people getting punched in the face, the police beating people up, and they've used all of this audio. But it has driven a lot of businesses. Jet2 has seen a positive impact from promotional activities, including increased bookings and brand awareness. They've utilized various strategies like price promotions, targeting, marketing campaigns, and partnerships with organizations like Greek National Tourist Office, etc. So all of this craziness in America has driven all this business here. I just want you guys to know, anybody that creates content, or you have a business, or you pay for ad space, this is exactly what you want to happen. If me and Keith are talking on this podcast, and I'm like, man, I'm tired of whatever, like, turtles suck or whatever the case, and all of a sudden that audio clip goes mega viral, and it's making its rounds, and it's like 400 million people. Those original audio files from TikTok go back to the origin and the original creator of it, and you can get paid a shitload of money. If you're getting all these views and they're checking out your profile, you're getting paid from literally just from people using your sound. Yeah, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, for everybody that's using this sound, and there's crimes and car accidents and shit, oh God, good luck doing that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if there's much for me to say here, but I do think that it's like, as a person that creates content and is an artist and stuff like that, this is the ideal space to be in.
Absolutely.
And like you said, the dope thing about like YouTube and Instagram and also TikTok is that these sound bites, they live forever, so if you upload those and people start to recycle them and make videos on top of them, then and we've seen this time and time again, where whether it's a song or like an old video that kind of has some virality to it, like people, there's been songs that dropped in the 80s that are like re-entering in Billboard and stuff like that because some kids got a hold of it and stuff like that. Or you see like another song that's kind of like has a new life is that song Love by Keisha Cole. Like there's kids that are teenagers now that are listening to that song like it's a new song. So and that's like all off of like social media stuff. So yeah, man, I need one of those in my life.
Yeah, man, absolutely. You get a bunch of attention from some Americans doing wild shit on social. I mean, hopefully no one dies. Yeah, pay me. There's that. All right, let's go ahead and move on from that. Yeah. Switching gears. Shane Gillis hosted the ESPYs, and he had some pretty raunchy jokes, but it's just his brand of comedy. And he brought it to the ESPYs, and a lot of people didn't like it. Some people did. I thought he did a decent job, but people have to understand this. Comedy is the escape from political correctness. It is not what you want it to be. Right? And a lot of these actors and musicians and athletes, they look kind of afraid to laugh at some jokes. You can lose brand deals and things of that nature. Because, companies like Nike, and they don't really want to be behind someone saying something, homophobic or whatever it is, right? So they don't want to laugh, even though some of these companies are taking advantage of people. But anyways, that's another story. Here's an example of a joke that Shane Gillis told. It's one of his many funny jokes, but it did not work over well with the audience there. So let me go and pull up this one here.
Time WNBA All-Star Brittany Hicks is here. Give it up for Brittany, everybody. I'm joking around. That's my friend's wife. I knew none of you knew WNBA players. That's crazy. Clap for that.
So that's one of many jokes. He had another joke. He said when Caitlin Clark retires, she's going to get a job at Waffle House so she can continue to fist fight black women, right? And I started busting up laughing because I've heard Shane Gillis before. I've heard his stand-up. This is the type of shit he says. But he said some highly insensitive stuff about the president. And he said something like, I went to visit the president, it's because he's a freaking president. I don't care if Osama bin Laden was president. I'd be like, hey, what's up, man? And people was like, oh, what the fuck? But I don't think he made anybody feel comfortable I think that people who are conservative got pissed off at him. People who are liberal got pissed off at him. But that's comedy. Comedy should not toe a line of liberal, like being liberal or conservative.
Yeah.
It should just be comedy. People go to shows to hear some of the most fucked up jokes. And people, like, I think that some people, the commentary they had is they reduced it down to him just being a racist. And it's like, come on, man.
Right.
Yes, it's a little lazy. If you don't you don't have to like Shane Gillis. Let's be clear. You don't have to like him. But it's definitely an acquired taste.
Yeah. I will say, though, I don't necessarily think that that's comedy. I think that that's a certain genre or like a brand of comedy. Guys like Andrew Schultz are like that, like Patrice O'Neal. Those are the people that are like, they like to walk that line of, being offensive and being funny. And I think that, like, when you hire Shane Gillis, you know what you're getting, so I don't think that there's probably some, I'm sure that there's like some people talking on the internet about like, what he said was wrong or it was insensitive to this community or that community. I think the only difference is he's pretty popular, but I think hosting the ESPYs and also being a little controversial there has put him like in a different stratosphere. Right. So you have people that weren't necessarily checking for him that were like sports, show hosts or like sports commentators and things like that are like talking about him. So it's just a wider net, I guess you would say. But I think that it just comes with the territory. I think guys like this, guys like I was saying, Andrew Schultz and these guys, they know that what they are saying is going to be a little bit offensive, and they know that they wouldn't even take the job on unless they were able to do like their authentic brand of comedy. So I think he's fine. And, some of the reactions in the audience, I think that, I don't know if, like, to me, I don't know if it's that deep. I don't know if that people are like holding back laughter because, they don't want to lose a brand deal. But I would say there was probably like a lot of uncomfortability because you're just like, yo, am I supposed to like laugh at that? Is this like, is this okay to laugh at that? And I think that's like what Shane Gillis wanted. Like he is a person that he knows, like, I think he knows like what type of reactions he's going for because some of those jokes were not like laugh out loud jokes, but they're jokes where you like,
oh shit,
yeah, like yes, that is crazy, yeah. But you kind of like, and I'm sure he's used to those reactions just because that's kind of his brand of comedy.
Yeah,
so I think
Mark Norman's another one like that too.
Yeah, I think that when it comes to this, I think he did what he was supposed to do. I think that we haven't talked about the ESPYs in a while. I know they've had like different hosts before, but I think this is the time where we've kind of like discussed the hosts and discussed the things that they're actually saying and they're like memorable things that they're saying. So I think it's dope. I think it's dope for the ESPYs, and I don't have a problem with it. I love that type of comedy.
I think the ESPYs, I think people are expecting a host like Trevor Noah. He's a guy that's going to come out there and say the politically correct things and make you giggle and make everybody feel comfortable about laughing at his jokes. And that's no slight to Trevor Noah, but that's the reputation he's created for himself. If you notice, Drewski was sitting there busting up laughing the whole time. Drewski has created a public image of him not giving a fuck. Mm-hmm. So he can laugh at whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
Like he was sitting there busting up laughing. They kept zooming in on Drewski. He's sitting there laughing. Next person, him laughing. The main three that was busting up was Drewski, and then it was Shane Gillis' girlfriend, and then it was the black girl next to him was his homeboy's wife, right? Mm-hmm. The one he used in the WNBA joke. Mm-hmm. They sitting there busting up, but I think that these are people who have probably been to Shane Gillis' shows before. They understand the tone of who he is as a person.
Yeah.
So they probably didn't expect anything else.
Right.
You know, they probably expected him like, oh fuck, here he goes.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think that going forward, I hope that as a society we kind of loosen up a little bit. Simply because we can't keep living like this. We can't always say the right things. Somebody's going to be offended somewhere.
Right.
But
I think he's walking the line though. So this is par for the course. Yeah. I don't think he's. I don't imagine he woke up the next day and read the newspaper oh, they're talking crazy about me on here.
He didn't give a fuck.
He knew that this was coming. So
yeah.
I don't. I don't even have like a conversation for the people that didn't like it. It just is what it is. But I do think that, like, I try to explain to somebody, like, about Bakersfield. I was like, we don't really have a comedy culture here. So a lot of times, like, when you go to certain shows, like, and this happens in different places as well. But I know, like, I just feel like when we go to comedy shows in LA, there's a certain etiquette that people have when they're inside the show. Like,
Right.
they're not on their phones, they're not like talking, they're not recording and things like that. There's just like a certain responsibility that they know that they have as a person that's consuming the comedy show. But I think here, we don't really have we've had comedy shows here for years,
right?
But they're just like scattered. There's no, like, we don't have a specific like comedy space.
No.
So a lot of times, like, people, you'll hear people in there like holding whole conversations, like they're getting up in the middle of the show, like
exactly.
People are on their phones and texting and all kind of stuff. So what the heck is that?
What is that?
Oh
Holy
my God.
Shit. What damn.
Nigga. What is that?
That look like that's a fucking roach, dude.
Oh no.
That roach said y'all niggas ain't talking about shit.
God dang.
That motherfucker big as fuck too.
That thing is ginormous.
That's a flying roach.
Oh, that's disgusting.
That nigga flew from Japan.
Yo.
Oh
why
my.
Japan?
I mean, that's what the kind of bugs they got out there.
God dang.
That was it. See, that could have been taken as an insensitive joke. If this video is gonna air, you're gonna see this big ass roach fly in here.
That is crazy.
My God. It looked like a dragonfly at first.
Yeah. It got like little antennas on there.
Holy shit.
That thing is huge.
I don't think that's just a roach, dude.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know how. He must have came through the vent.
Something. He flew in here like he owned the place.
That nigga came in here like Batman. He said, I heard you guys were talking about me. Just fight crime.
It's like, welcome to a Trucker's Mind podcast. It's Eddie McGee. It's your boy K-Fing. It's your nigga Roach.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Gosh.
That nigga came in here like Jermaine Dupri.
Oh, look at that mug. That mug is doing like a 360 right now.
That nigga got hydraulics.
Oh, man.
That nigga came in like Jermaine Dupri. Welcome to Atlanta where they play and they ride on and things like every day.
God damn.
Oh, my God. Hold on. I'm going to turn this into content. Jesus Christ. Hold on.
I don't even know what that is.
That is a huge roach, man.
That's disgusting.
Golly, man. Oh, my God. We need to put that on the Jet 2 holiday voiceover.
Oh, no.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 roach. Okay. Hold on. I got to say this really quick. All right, guys. Me and my co-host here, we're doing a podcast. And as we're doing a podcast, a huge fucking roach looked like it came from I don't know where. Oh, my God. That thing is huge. And right now, it's on our acoustic panels that we have on the wall. And it said, fuck y'all audio. Right? We don't care about your audio. And the roach is just crawling, dude. Oh, my God.
It got to be like 2 inches.
Yeah, it's probably over a 2-inch roach. I know a lot of you guys know what 2 inches look like.
Especially y'all ladies.
God damn. As long as it doesn't bother us, we got to finish the pod, man. But
yeah, we can't just stop.
Oh, my God.
That mug
bro.
is ginormous.
It's going to the top of the acoustic panel. It said, look, I'm finding my final resting place.
God damn.
Oh, my God, bro. All right. Enough of this roach.
Yeah, that might kill my vibe.
We got to look. Roach don't kill my vibe. Roach don't kill my vibe. I can feel your antennas from 2 miles away. I got my drink. I got my music. Roach don't kill my vibe.
Yeah.
Roach don't kill my vibe. Lamar Roach.
Look how long those antennas are.
I know. This nigga thinking like a motherfucker.
Ah.
I hit it, too.
You hit it?
I smacked it, yeah.
Oh.
I went bam.
You got roach hands.
Yeah, I got to put some sanitizer on my shit. Who knows where that roach came from?
Yo.
I'm going to keep this left hand dirty on purpose so if I smack it again, it's already contaminated.
The antennas are like the same size as the body.
It's insane. He got hydraulics on this shit. He was up there like
He could for sure hear us.
Yeah, these niggas talking shit.
Yeah.
We got to move on. My goodness.
Yeah. If that mug come down again, we're going to have to kill that mug.
Yeah, we're going to have to just let the cameras roll as we defend ourselves. Because that roach is so big, this is not us hitting a harmless animal, insect. This is self-defense at this point.
Oh, for sure.
If I had my pistol and this roach was coming at me, I would say, hey, stop resisting, okay? Stop resisting. And
how does a roach get that big though? Like, what are you eating?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
What kind of diet you on?
Yeah, I think that roach, if he stays in here any longer, he's gonna have to pay some of this rent.
Oh, for sure.
That motherfucker's gonna have to pay some podcast rent.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to pay some rent at the studio because that shit. We might have to have a conversation with some people here at the studio.
Get comfortable too.
Yeah, Trucker's Mind Roach Studio. All right, man. Jeez, my brain is scattered. We got to move on now. Shout out to Shane Gillis, man. I think that roach might have been at the ESPYs.
Yeah.
And he was just sending his well wishes from Shane.
Probably got best athlete or something like that.
Yeah. And the best athlete goes to Jamal Roach.
Oh, shoot. That is crazy.
Life is crazy. So, life is crazy. One moment you're talking, next minute you got a roach on you.
God damn.
My God.
Man.
All right, let's switch gears. Switching gears. Breakfast Club just recently interviewed Neon. Neon is a streamer who is known for doing a lot of trolling and having volatile internet conversations. Okay, let me run a clip here of some of the things that happened on the show. Let me see.
No shit, don't you?
Oh my God,
I almost broke my shit, bro. Fuck!
This is an older video of Neon talking about Kai's
I'm
mom.
just looking at this roach. Probably got all the channels.
Yeah, he does.
Like,
yeah, he does. We need to keep this roach and hook up a USB port to the back of him so we get all the fucking channels.
we got HBO. God dang.
Yeah, this is a Hulu roach.
Got streaming services.
God damn.
Gosh dang.
This roach came installed with Tubi. My God. Hey,
Oh no.
this roach is really freaking Keith out, man. Because I'm just like, I'm over it, man. There's nothing we can do to that roach.
Yeah.
By the end of the podcast, that's when we're gonna get up and we'll see. You got a vacuum in here, don't you?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about getting a vacuum and I'm not gonna say the term, but you know what I mean.
Okay, so after the pod, what we'll do is you'll go over here and distract the roach, and I'll jump on him from behind. And then I think that's how we'll get him.
Yeah.
All right, but this is what Neon said about Kai's mom. This is a few years ago. He's made some apologies about it, but this is the type of energy that he's on.
You, Kai. Fuck me on the side, bitch. The fuck? Oh, fuck your mom, bitch. I will fuck the shit out of that fat hairy Tubman, bitch. Fuck you. Suck my dick. Weird ass fucker. Can I go outside, bro? I go outside, pussy. I go outside. I get pussy. You don't. You sit in the house where they. You really want me to.
You need to definitely make that right with Kai.
Oh, for sure.
Why they cut it like that?
Yeah, they cut it and it went to the interview.
Yeah.
So, and here's another clip here on the actual Breakfast Club.
And we're
No shit, don't you?
Oh, damn it. No, it's pulling up the same shit. What is the top one? Come on.
No shit, don't you?
Nope. Oh, it's just pulling up the same thing. Well, anyways, they had this guy Neon on there, and a lot of the episode was them more or less just being pretty disrespectful to the kid. Kind of trolling him and whatnot. And whoa, that roach just said I think that roach just tried to commit suicide. Oh my God. Anyways, geez, this is I've never been this distracted while trying to record a podcast.
Yeah.
I want to apologize to the listeners. If you could really see how big this fucking roach is, dude, you would understand.
Yeah, you got to put yourself in our shoes.
This is the WWF roach. This is the WWE roach.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is the Vince McMahon roach on the fucking wall, man.
Yeah, this is an Undertaker for sure.
Yeah, this is a Hulkamania roach. What are you gonna do when Hulkamania is on you? I got my antennas out here, brother. Oh man, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh man, we might. I don't think I have the capacity to speak about this fucking topic.
I would just say. Yeah, they came in. There was being a little bit. It seemed like, I don't know. It seemed like a play. Like they were trying to troll. They were trying to like troll the troll in a sense. And they were like basically like grilling him on a lot of his stuff that he said in the past. And he seems like he's trying to clean up his image. So he's kind of like on this like apology tour of sorts. And I understand like their reservations about him as a person, because they're like, yo, I just looked on the internet and you talking crazy about Kai. You talking crazy about this person. You saying racist stuff. You just trying to like troll people on the internet. So I get that. But I think that if a person is coming on your platform and they're like apologetic and they're telling you like they've changed and they're doing the work to change, and you can tell like he's not even trying, like he didn't want to repeat some of the stuff that he said. Like he just came on there like, and I don't watch his stream, so I'm not the person that's going to say.
It seems like he came to have a legit conversation.
Yeah, like I'm trying to like, I'm just trying to show people that I'm a different person. And he said he's apologized publicly to certain communities and certain people. So I think that's all you really can do. You can't take back the things that he said. So I think in that case, we should just like let it rock. Like I don't understand why you come on there to grill him in that case.
I will say it does sound horrible saying you want to fuck somebody's mom and then calling her Harriet Tubman and shit. Mm-hmm. I think it's very distasteful, and I think that even if I accept your apology, you still got to catch my hands. Mm-hmm. Mainly because the thing about it is my mom, dad, whoever has nothing to do with your antics, and you could joke around like that, but everybody not playing like that.
Yeah,
like humor is great, satire is funny, I love it. But it's just certain lines. When you cross them lines, you don't get the right to tell me how I should respond or how I should act.
Yeah, I think for Kai, I can understand that. If Kai was like, "No, I'm good. Like we don't even got to talk. Like it ain't no bad, whatever." Like, or if he did want to fight, whatever, he want to set up a celebrity boxing match, whatever the case may be. If he did want to do that, I think that's like perfectly fine. But I just, even when Jess went on there, she was like, "Harriet Tubman is my aunt." Like I just don't really get that.
I just think I think they're a little older. They did a bad job of trying to replicate what a young person would do on the internet. Yeah. Charlemagne's fucking nearly 50. He's like 47. Jess is like your age. She's like 33, I think. Mm-hmm. Lauren LaRosa, same thing, like 33 years old.
I think what I would say, too, is that, it didn't, like, generally, like, when they have, like, those kind of controversial people on there, usually the Breakfast Club looks good. Yeah. Like, oh, you came on there and you said this about this person, or you got this soundbite out of this person. But in this case, more people or most of the comments that I seen on the video were like, "Yo, y'all taking an L. Like, why are y'all doing this?" Like, and even people, certain other celebrities was starting to mention like how bad they looked.
Yeah.
So yeah,
you never want to lose the integrity of your platform. You still want to be consistent with who you are. Mm-hmm. And I've seen Charlemagne do this a few times with other people that came on, and I think he consistently is a decent interviewer. I've been listening to Charlemagne for years. I love the Brilliant Idiots podcast. I love, a lot of stuff he's worked on, but I think there's some times when he doesn't respect somebody, he leads with disrespect. He did it to Logic. He did it to Sir. He did it to Post Malone. Post Malone was really nice about it, but I do understand why Charlemagne was being kind of volatile, because I think he's been in the record industry in radio a long time, and he's seen a lot of artists that happen to be white that get into the hip hop genre and jump out of it, and all of a sudden they're like country artists. So they kind of use hip hop to springboard their career. So
I sent you that video of MGK.
Yeah, but MGK's been doing this shit for a while. Like,
yeah. He's not new, and I don't even think he's that kind of person. But he did come into the game as a hip hop
absolutely,
artist.
And every blue moon he'll pop up like on a freestyle, and he still got MGK got bars, but call a spade a spade. You started off as a rapidy rapper.
Yeah.
A super rapidy rapper, and now he's like, "Where are you? I'm so sorry." It's like, nigga, what? Yeah. This nigga turned into the extra member of Green Day.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Hey, it was some black dude that said, "Yo, why don't white people make that music no more? Like, I can't believe you're saying anything else." Like, you mean punk music?
Yeah, punk rock.
Like punk and ska was big back in. Remember ska?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ska, punk. There's no bands like that anymore.
Yeah, there's not really bands really anymore. Most artists are solo. You got to think too, like it's different because a lot of people that are musicians, they don't need each other, right? So if you're like 15, 16, like instead of like, hey, let's start a band, it's more so like, I just got my laptop and my keyboard and I got my, my mic, and I'm just recording in my room. And then so you don't really need the drummer and the keyboard or the guitar player or whatever.
There was still like groups. What was it like? What would you consider like One Republic like that too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like One Republic, Green Day, Fall Out Boy?
Yeah.
Fall Out Boy
for sure. Mm-hmm.
Dude, you know who was dope back in the day and people forgot about him? Gym Class Heroes.
Gym Class Heroes was dope.
They was dope.
Yeah, because they were like more like they had like a hip hop
Yeah.
feel to it. Yeah, I remember like
Travis McCoy.
people wanting to kind of replicate that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's dope. Like, especially like rappers. Like, you know, I remember my uncle was mentioning like, yo, that would be dope if that's kind of how I want to come in the game, like on like some like hip hop like band type situation.
There was a moment like for a little bit, Lil Wayne wanted to be a rock artist for a little bit. Remember that the little era he had?
Yeah.
He had that song Prom Queen that came out.
Prom Queen. Prom Queen. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, man.
Yeah.
Have you seen him performing lately?
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude. Lil Wayne's performance has been terrible. I will say that objectively speaking. I'm not one of these people that's going to, you know, not say what I feel when it's an artist I actually respect. Whatever he's doing, stop doing that. Stop doing that. It's just not good, man. It's bad. He was at a show, and it was the most lifeless performance I've probably ever seen him do. He's like, when it's hot, yeah, fireman, fire for fireman. And everybody in the audience just was staring at him.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because I know there's been a lot of talk about his performances and how they haven't been great. But I heard recently that they were getting better. So I don't know, like, you know, but I don't know when, like, what show that was that you've seen. But yeah, it just sucks when, you know, like people spend their hard-earned money because they but I will say, like, as a consumer of music, there are some people that I would probably listen to their songs, but I would probably never go to their shows. Because when I go to your show, one, the tickets are expensive. You spending like a couple, a few $100s at times. And if you're going to like an R&B show and the person don't really sing, or you go into like a hip hop show and the person is just like rapping over they tracks, or they not like moving around or like just kind of engaging the audience, and it's like you kind of wasting your money. Like you could just listen to the music at home. Like you don't really need to be at the show for that type of stuff. But yeah, it's only certain artists, like the top tier artists that really care about like their performance. That's who I'm willing to spend my money.
Donald Glover, man. Shout out to Donald Glover, Childish Gambino, man.
Yes.
Oh, man, amazing show. That show had a lasting impression on me. Absolutely. Just the amount of care that he has. The amount of really energy, just nonstop, running around, singing and dancing the whole fucking time. Dripping sweat, just the nonstop. Like he was physically exhausted at the end. Like I was telling Keith, he physically looked like he got smaller by the end of the performance. I swear to God. He started off like he was kind of looking a little bloated, but he was sweating so bad. By the end, the guy looked like he physically got smaller.
Yeah, it's the same way you'll see like a boxer or like a boxer by the end of the fight, they're kind of like drained.
They drained. You know what? And I think I could comfortably say this. I think Donald Glover might have burnt like 1,000 calories at that show.
Yeah, I mean the show was probably up there for an hour at least,
nonstop though.
Yeah.
I was like, dang. And then he released some new music, and the new music was dope. And I was like, oh, man.
Yeah. I think, that's what I'm willing to pay my money on. But if I'm looking at, and I try not to, like, look too, like, if I see my favorite artist is on tour or somebody that I want to see in concert is on tour, I try not to look online because I don't want to get, like, spoiled because people post every concert that they go to. So I try not to, like when I went to see J. Cole, I didn't look at the dates beforehand because I didn't want to ruin the set list or whatever the case may be. Right. I just got to experience that in real time.
You know what? You know, I'm older. I'm like Unk age, I guess you could say. But the show I want to see a Don Toliver concert.
That would be cool.
I've seen him. Like, some clips of him, and people say, his concerts are dope. He released some song recently. He released a snippet during his recent performance, and it's making its rounds. And I really don't like when artists do that because the song be fire, and then by the time it comes out, it just it loses its luster immediately. But Don Toliver, personally, in my opinion, I feel like he's been releasing the best music over the last 4 years. Like, if I'm talking about releasing whole bodies of work as far as albums, nobody, in my opinion, has released better albums than Don Toliver.
Okay.
And Kendrick is dope. He released a dope-ass album. And Drake is dope, but he hasn't released a good album in a while. Like a full good album. What was the last good album he probably had? Was Scorpion? I think Scorpion.
Scorpion had hits on hits on hits.
It had hits on hits. I think Scorpion's the last one.
Yeah.
And then Views was before that one, right?
I think so.
Yeah, Views is fucking dope too. And then before that was the If You're Reading This Is Too Late or whatever. That was super dope. But after that era, after that time, he just started releasing bad albums.
Yeah. I think that maybe, this whole rap beef, I imagine that kind of inspired him. I feel like if he comes out with a new album and he doesn't focus like on trying to like take down the industry kind of thing and just focus on like, what he good for, like relationship stuff, a little braggadocious raps, stuff like that. Like if he get back to his formula, like subject matter, I think that he can, he can do it. Like it's
you need to just rap now though, man. The singing stuff, man, it's just not getting better. It's just not getting better. When you start to laugh, he gonna make a diss song to Kendrick with him singing in it. Kendrick think he's bad, but he's not. It's like, nigga, shut up at this point. And I like Drake, I genuinely do. But his rebuttal, the dopest shit that he's came out with since the whole rap beef thing was definitely Nokia was a banger.
Nokia's dope.
And what's another one?
Nokia's dope. And you never know how Drake get these songs. Sometimes, they say he got the hit factory where he have his artists that he be signing and never release an album, and then they'll like just send him like just dope music.
Yeah.
But that song is like, it's original, and it's just a bop. Like he just,
I think right now, I'm gonna tell you something, and then we're gonna move on. If Drake dropped that song, Nokia, back in 2006, it would be a fucking massive hit. You know why, right? All right, there's a quick technical difficulty there for a second, but we were talking about Nokia, that song by Drake. And if it came out in 2006, this shit would have been a slamming hit. Because back in 06, we were still using them Nokia brick phones.
Right.
That would have been a banger.
Right.
Can you imagine the song behind it? Who's calling my phone? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling my phone? And the
Baby
phone be
girl.
like,
Let me see you do your dance. Let me see you twirl.
We would have turned that shit into a ringtone.
Yeah.
If Drake was in the ringtone era, he would have the most downloads, dude.
100%.
100% he had the most downloads.
Yeah.
But phones back in the day, man, before the smartphones took off, like really, like the best phones back then was the Motorola Razr, and the motherfucking T-Mobile Sidekick.
Sidekick was fun.
Sidekick was different.
Low key, if they had if there was a way to, because I'm sure you can buy one like on eBay. If there was a way to like just have a functional Sidekick, I would do it. Like I would probably give my iPhone up to have a Sidekick.
You ain't got to do that. They got a full keyboard with iPhone too.
It's not a Sidekick though.
It's not a Sidekick.
I'm not looking for the keyboard. I'm looking for the Sidekick.
iPhone needs to come out with a fully functional full keyboard, a slide down keyboard.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
That'll take, because I be getting tired of touching my phone sometimes. Like just give me a keyboard I can slide down like it's like 2010.
Right.
Because me and you both had those full keyboard phones.
Yeah.
The best phone I probably ever had, I got it in 2012. It was called a Samsung Captivate. And that shit had a slide up, and then the full keyboard.
Yeah,
they called them with a QWERTY keyboard is what they called
them. Yeah.
And you had that damn T-Mobile, was it
I had the G2 that I think is HTC.
HTC, but that shit was fire.
Yeah.
It was a heavy duty phone, man.
Yeah, that mug was fire. I think what I would say, like, the keyboards was dope, but the biggest thing was that there was just more diversity in the phones back in the day. Now, all you have is, if you go to any store, all you have is a Samsung, the Google Pixel, and the iPhone. Back in the day, you could get, like, a bunch of different, like, phones. If you wanted a flip phone, or if you wanted one with a keyboard, or if you wanted a straight touchscreen phone, like, but now it's all just touchscreen phones. Yeah. But I think, like, which is weird, I think that I'm surprised that no one has capitalized off of the nostalgia of phones yet. because everything's coming back around. Whether it's fashion, you're seeing people wearing more baggier clothes.
Yeah.
But nobody has took advantage of like just coming out with a limited edition like Sidekick or Razor, or even if Drake, like if they were to like give Drake or partner with Drake and then roll out like a limited edition like 20, like they just released like 200 phones or something like that, where it's fully functional, like you could surf the web or whatever the case may be, or you can, it's not fully like, you can't have all the apps, but you could just do like, limited things like text and call and stuff like that, like similar to how Kendrick released his
the light phone.
Yeah, the light phone. So
I think it's smart what Kendrick did. At first, I was just like, whatever. But I think Kendrick had the foresight to see that we're overly connected, and eventually we're going to go back to these phones, and he's creating something way ahead of time. Mm-hmm. And I think that Kendrick might end up being a billionaire because of it.
Yeah,
I think that he might literally end up being a billionaire by having this minimalist phone.
Yeah.
It's a sleek looking regular phone, but you can listen to podcasts on it. You can, what was it? Is it music? Not music, is it?
I think you can listen to music on there as well.
Yeah, you can listen to music.
Text people, call people.
Text people, call people. That's it. But there's no internet, which is crazy.
Yeah,
but
that's dope.
Yeah. I think we need to start to disconnect a little bit. Too much going on. And too much fucking reality TV too. All right, let's wrap this shit up, man. Let me plug it back in. Recently, switching gears. Recently, there was a Fox News. First of all, this is rage bait. I just don't really take it seriously, but it's something to talk about. So let me go ahead and click the TikTok here so you guys see what happens.
That's why the criticism doesn't matter to us when you call us Nazis, see this and not see that. I'm beginning to think they don't like us. You know what? I've said this before. We need to learn from the blacks. The way they were able to remove the power from the N-word by using it. So from now on, it's what up, my
hey.
Hey, what up, my Hey, what's hanging, my
No, please.
This is why the criticism.
All right. Well, to me, it's just rage bait, man. You got to know when Fox News or any of these other outlets are doing this shit. Like MSNBC is no different. They pander to these narratives because they're being paid to do this stuff. Mm-hmm. You got to realize, like, this guy wakes up every morning without being able to say his real opinion, and whoever owns that network is pushing these things, and the people that watch it are literally consuming just filth. It's not even news at this point. Mm-hmm. I think that what's happening is people are not being given information; they're being given affirmation. Mm-hmm. That's all. It's just affirming their own beliefs in, those liberals, those libtards, and then the liberals are watching MSNBC, and then everything conservative is bad to them. Mm-hmm. So it's just a joke. It's completely a joke. That's why for the most part, I try to watch more world news. Because a lot of the world news, those people really don't like Americans like that, but it's still way more objective. Mm-hmm. It'll be somebody like, in America, there was another mass shooting over in Texas, whatever, and they describe it, and they describe what really happened, but they don't try to add a liberal or conservative tone to it.
Yeah.
It's just news.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. I'm just getting tired of these news networks, man, and then saying that, they're trying to say that black people, changed the N-word. But it's like, bro, it's not that we changed it. It's just that we didn't have much that we owned. Like, nobody gonna walk around calling each other I don't want to even say it on here. They might flag us. Mm-hmm. But nobody's gonna be calling each other that. If somebody calling each other, let's just say it, somebody calling each other Nazi out in public, that's like not gonna be well received.
Yeah. Like you said, I think that people got to realize like that their job is to gain attention. Like, it's entertainment at the end of the day. It's on Fox, but they're also they're there to get a rise out of people. And when you see certain people, like if you have these spots where they'll bring on like 3 or 4 people like by Zoom, and they're having like this kind of panel discussion about whatever topic, like, they're putting people together strategically to kind of like get arguments going and things like that. So like you were saying, like this is not really that big of a deal. Like, And it's also not really my world, so I'm just kind of minding my business. Like, if that's what they want to do with that word, then, then so be it. But, I just don't.
I think that people are oversaturated with news to the point to where they go out in the public, and whenever you're having a conversation with somebody, there are tones of what they subscribe to within the conversation. They can't have regular conversations with people without trying to get you to subscribe to what they believe in.
Mm-hmm.
I was having this conversation with this guy, a little bit older, probably, late 50s, a white guy. We was having a regular good conversation. And he's like, yeah, man. He's like, a lot of middle class, upper middle class, hard workers, man, nobody really recognizes us anymore. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it's been that way for a while, bro. Like, I'm just, at this point, I'm used to it. He's like, we got to come together and do something, man. We got to make sure we vote Donald Trump in, and we got to get him in there so we can. And it's like, oh my God,
right?
Like, we can't, like, it's the same oppressive government, bro. Just fucking stop.
Yeah.
Like this, like the Obama administration, Trump, all of them. There is always going to be something that is oppressing somebody in every administration. As a person who once was very left leaning, I could objectively say, like, all that shit don't mean nothing. Whether it's Biden or Bush or anybody in office, it's just like, man, these motherfuckers don't. They want us to retire at 80 years old and shit now.
Right.
They figure, well, the people are getting older. They want us. They literally want us to retire at like 70 or something like that. Like, come on, man. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that ain't a life for nobody.
That ain't a life for nobody, bro. And this is the same government that's wanting you to retire at that age, but you're like cheering for them like they're a sports team. Like, what the fuck is your problem? He's like, we got to get these liberals out of office. It's like, oh, so you could work till you're 70?
Yeah, and none of it makes sense.
And none of it makes sense. And then when you vote the Democrats in, all of a sudden, all the money's going to Ukraine. You like, goddamn, can I get a sandwich at least?
Can I get some food stamps?
Can I get everybody in the middle class and upper middle class should all have a food stamp card. If you want America to be better, regardless if it's any administration, you need to start just writing the middle class, writing them checks. Because the thing about it is, don't nobody get fucked worse than the middle class. Nobody. At one time, the middle class was like, hey, look at the middle class. They got houses, they got cars, they take vacations. That shit ain't being middle class now. It's like, you blessed, you still got more than a lot of people, but you only a couple decisions away from being in trouble.
Yeah, and then we get taxed crazy too.
Oh my God, they tax you like you motherfucking top 1%.
Yeah, I had one time I had got some. I got paid for coaching, and they just they messed up my check, so they didn't put it where it was supposed to be. So they just gave me all the money like on the back end.
Oh shit!
And I got like a decent amount. And then when I looked at the amount of taxes that they took out, it wasn't half, but it was close. It might have been like,
oh my God,
like 40% or something.
Oh
like
my
that.
God!
And I'm like, yo, this is stupid.
Why do you think it's okay for you to take 40% of something you didn't work for?
That doesn't make sense.
And to make matters worse, especially in California, we get taxed so much out here, we should never drive over another pothole ever in life. We get taxed so much fucking money that it pisses me off when I drive in a pothole.
And it ain't even like you can like before you'd even touch your hands. It's already gone.
That's pimping.
Yeah, I don't even know why they play with us like that. Like, why are you showing us that amount?
Man, it's pimping. It's just OG pimping. And then it's the fact that they talking about, we want to bring the tax rate up a little higher. And it's like, for what? You already fucking us. Like, man, this is, the older I get, the more I understand people that sell drugs. I'm being honest.
Tax-free money.
Yeah, that tax-free money, because you fucking us bad. We just getting fucked. And the more money you make, the more they want to take. That's why you got to find a way to, move things in S corps, LLCs, and you got to know the whole loophole.
Having children.
Yeah. If you have children, then you got less. What do you call it? Tax liability. Dependents.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, but I don't want to bore the people, man. Let's get the fuck out of here. The roach came. Look, we apologize, man. We love to put on a good show, but the roach came in here and fucked the whole chemistry up, man. We had no intention of having a podcast where it disconnected during the conversation, and then this goddamn Jerome the roach came in here and flew down out of the vent. Yeah, we promise to give you a better show next time. But yeah, man, there's that. We tried our best. If you've been listening to this episode and you made it all the way to the end, thank you for listening to a Trucker's Mind podcast. I'm Eddie McGee.
It's your boy K Fings.
We're out of here.
Peace.